guys, welcome to the first episode of Couples Bakeoff. Me and Ash are mimicking the weeks of the Great British Bake Off. So the first week has been cake week. So we've gone away individually to do cakes. I'm doing a Victoria sponge. I think Ash is doing an upside down plum cake or something, using plums from my garden. I think I've baked once in my life before. I made brownies about 10 years ago. But other than that, I don't know what I'm doing with baking whatsoever. 200 grams of caster sugar in a bowl. Now, it did say softened butter, and I've literally just got it out of the fridge. So I have a feeling that's going to cause me some problems. 200 grams caster sugar, 200 grams softened butter. I'll do that in a minute. 4 beaten eggs. So I need to beat the eggs first. Right. 200 grams of flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, that's about right, 2 tablespoons of milk, 1, 2 and a bit, eggs, right, butter, rock solid, straight out of the fridge butter that is not going to mix into this at all. That's squishing. Right, that's it. Smooth the surface with a spatula or the back of a spoon. I think I am going to have to, based off watching Bake Off, have to grease up the tin. Now, this unsmooth batter that's full of lumps can go in the tin that is greased. That does not look like it does on Bake Off. This does not look appetizing at all. Bake for about 20 minutes until golden, and when it springs back when pressed. Timer is on for 20 minutes. Fingers crossed it all goes okay. 100 grams of softened butter. 140 grams of sifted icing sugar. Has a roll in the middle. I don't think it's cooked. See, this says use water, 35 ml, so not a lot, and that's saying use butter. Fuck it. When in doubt, do both. It doesn't look bad. How long do I let it cool for? You know, I'm going to eat, and then it'll cool down, and then we'll do the next bit. Let the cake cool down while I ate some dinner. I fell asleep on the couch, and now I think this is suitably cool and I'm awake. That went better than I expected. Let's have a look inside. Like that. Right, kitchen's a mess. Cake is done. I think that the, what do you call it, cake tin thing that I used was too wide. So I've ended up with this really flat, quite thick cake. Quite thick, like heavy, dense. But not bad for a first attempt. And let's see how it tastes tomorrow.
Hi guys, African Ash here to talk about the cake I made this week for our very first week of the Great Couples Bakeoff. I opted to go for a plum crumble cake. Here I'm starting to measure out for the crumble. That's 50 grams of ground almond. We're adding 50 grams of plain flour. And now we're adding 50 grams of golden caster sugar. And here comes 50 grams of butter chopped into pieces. I'm starting to rub the ingredients together to make our crumble. And here we go, all ready and set to one side. Now I'm starting my cake batter. We're adding 175 grams of butter at room temperature, 175 grams of golden caster sugar, 3 large eggs, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 225 grams of self-raising flour. This was an interesting combination of 85 grams of sour cream. I've never made a cake with sour cream. Here, the recipe opted for an electric whisk. I don't own one, so I was electric whisk. Here I'm preparing my plums, picked fresh from Dave's garden. The recipe called to have the stone removed, cut in half, and then half again. I've lined a baking tin with some baking paper and adding my cake batter in. I'm leveling it out here, ready to add the plums. This is the fun bit where I start to decorate the top of the cake. All done and ready for our crumble. Here comes the crumble. I tried to put it on with a bit of a flare. Unfortunately, it didn't work, so I just dumped it out. Looking good. Here it goes into our oven. We are setting this at 180 degrees Celsius. You might have caught a glance of my dials. Previous tenants have cleaned the oven so hard that I've lost all temperature marks. Here comes the cake out, ready to be checked to see that obviously our skewer comes out nice and clear. I always use my thermometer. Clean and ready to be eaten. Hope you enjoyed, guys.
Hi guys, OB Dave here.
African Ash.
Today it's the first episode of Couples Bakeoff.
Here it is.
And I've tried baking for the first time in my life.
I tried baking without temperature dials.
Yeah, I mean yours looks more pro than mine. But
I don't know, when I had it in at first, it was starting to brown on the crumble really quickly, and then when I pulled it out to test it, it was proper gooey inside and I had to turn the temperature down. I have no idea what I cooked it at.
I was supposed to bake mine in 2 tins for 20 minutes and instead I did it in one massive tin for about 45 minutes because it was just goo inside.
And it seems like every cake recipe is 22 centimetre tins, and we've both got 24 centimetre tins, so they're a little flat.
I bought a tin. I thought that'd be enough. I don't know, but yeah. So what you will have just watched is the making of these cakes, and now is the important bit, which is the trying of the cakes. So, and we need you to vote as well. We need. We're going to put out a poll, and you've got to say who's the best is. And then whoever the best is gets to wear the Star Baker apron for the next bake.
I know, I have got my eye on that Star
Yeah?
Baker.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what people say. I went for a Victoria sponge, which is a novice cake, I guess.
I've gone for a plum crumble. So I've used the plums from your garden.
Nice. Right, I think we give it a cut, and then we will try some. And we have a couple of young helpers that are dying for a bit of cake that are being really quiet right now, thankfully.
I know, thank you.
So, let's go for a cut.
Yes. Who are you going to go first?
Do you want to grab the GoPro and get in there?
Get in there, nice and close, right. So this is Dave's. Oh, that sounds like it's a nice crispy edge, which is always good. So there's the first slice. Gosh, those are big pieces. Can I have a smaller one? We have just had dinner. That's looking good.
You think?
Yeah.
I'm not. I think it looks a little bit doughy inside, still a bit too moist.
That's good. You want a moist cake. Everyone gets really weirded out with that word.
Moist.
Moist.
So we'll cut into yours, and
Yes.
then we will have a couple of plates.
Yes.
We'll have a bite, and then and then our quiet little helpers can have some cake as well.
Yeah. Also, I dropped my cake.
You're not supposed to tell them that.
Well, no, they need to know the truth. I'm not going to lie. I accidentally dropped it. Oh, I actually got more rise on that than I thought I did. That's not bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, not only did I drop it, I lost some of the crumble.
Right, so let's grab that.
Okay, so these are...
So let me get a little
angle.
action shot. Ah, my shadow got in it.
Don't know which way you're going.
Yeah.
I think they look good. I think you've done really well.
No one can taste it with us.
I know what that stodginess is. It's your whipping cream. It's melted a little bit and absorbed into the cake.
Well, I think you're right there.
Which happens. It's why normally you'll put the jam before you put the whipping cream. But everyone's different. It's like the whole argument over scones.
Well, it's not
like some
whipping cream,
people
it's
put-
icing.
Ah, that's it. So, yeah, so it'll vary, won't it?
Let's try. So we're going to go for
Okay.
OB Dave's
Sponge?
Victoria Sponge, which I think that's
Looks
respectable.
good. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. That's really nice. It's actually really light and airy. I don't know what you're worried about. I think you definitely need a smaller tin. But that's really nice.
For my first ever bake, well, I said I did brownies once before, but this is proper bake.
Proper bake.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm quite chuffed with that. Obviously, I'm still very full, so I'm just going to have
I'm
that
gonna
one
pick.
bite. And then our next ones. And this is my one. I don't know if I spread the plums well enough. I mean, it looks airy enough. Stop with the plum thing. Right, ready? I can do better. I can definitely do better.
Nice.
We'll be honest.
I think I prefer mine.
Are you just saying
No.
that, or are you trying to win?
No, I think I do. But it's a different type of cake.
It is a very different. That's got
a lot
lots
sweeter.
of sweet
it's
and
loads
jam,
of jam,
and
yeah,
cream in it.
which is a bit more up my street.
This is just
This is a bit more of an adult cake. It's nice though.
I think it's nice. I'm a bit full, so I can't have any more, but I'm still quite proud. That turned out all right. I got a decent rise.
It's not going to go to waste because we have 2 young helpers here.
You're ready to
waiting
have some.
for the slices very patiently and very quietly. So, you got to let us know. Got to let us know what you think.
I will admit, like, because I have a very much an impartial towards a Victoria sponge, I would probably vote for you. I do like my crumble. Don't get excited. Don't get me wrong. There's things you can improve.
I know I
For
could
your
do.
first bake, that was actually quite light and airy. I'm really impressed. I think you're right. It is a very grown-up cake, mine. But
Yeah.
I like a cake like that.
It's nice. It's nice, but that is just so sugary and sweet
I know.
that it's hard
To not want more
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, it's like if you did some ridiculously amazing bake that was pistachios and almonds, and I did a Black Forest gatto, I'd probably prefer mine as long as I didn't ruin it.
But I have to ask, when you said that you put icing sugar, well, icing in the middle,
Yeah.
how did you make the icing?
Well, the recipe said icing, sugar and butter.
For your buttercream?
Yeah, and because the butter wasn't warm, I chopped up the butter. It was warmish, but it wouldn't stir in. And I was getting absolutely covered in it. I looked like a ghost.
Yeah, proper goes all over the place. You have to ease it in gently.
I put about half a cup of water in there.
Oh, babe.
And instantly it just turned into, it got rid of all the spray.
It's a buttercream.
Well, look,
Points
if you look at the icing sugar packet, it actually says you make it with water and the powder.
Yeah, but that's for like royal icing. That's like a four-on
I did a hybrid.
No, you didn't.
Did a hybrid.
Buttercream icing.
You said my cake was the best.
I did not say it was the base. I did not. I said I would lean more towards it because of the sugary content, but it makes so much sense why that is so stodgy and it's seeped into the sponge.
Right, so let us know what you think in the comments section. We're going to put out a poll just after this video comes out, and it's got a week. So by the time the next video comes out, that's when we'll know the winner of the poll. So make sure you vote, like and subscribe, all that good stuff.
And I'm putting the plea in, like, I got my eyes on that Star Baker apron. Like,
you're going to bat your eyelids at everyone.
Yeah. Get my big old greens out.
Vote OB Dave, vote Victoria Sponge. A vote for Victoria Sponge is a vote for everything that is royal and everything this country stands for. So, yeah. If you like the Queen, then vote for Victoria
cheated.
Sponge.
He didn't make the jam. I
ran out of time to make it. I made your plums. I grew your plums. So there you go. You're welcome.
Okay, Shane, these poor kids are proper waiting on us.
Yeah.
We'll sign off.
Cheers for that one, guys. Don't forget to vote, like and subscribe, all that good stuff.
Follow us on Instagram. Yeah, and we'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.